I live in an apartment. I live in a house. I live in a 4-bedroom house with a pool in the back and a jacuzzi in the living room. You want to write down exactly your opposite that you want. You have to write what you want so you can know exactly what you're thinking about. Like, you can't just say, I want to be rich, but have no real clear definition of rich behind it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kendall Dior, and we talk all things lifestyle, veganism, plant-based, and manifestation. Welcome back. If you're not new here, hello. So I got a question yesterday, or maybe a couple days ago, about the exact steps I took to manifest abundancy, the exact life I wanted to live. Got me to thinking I didn't really go into detail too much in my last video, how you manifest your best life, what you gotta do to manifest. You want some more? You only got one life, only have one life. You have to live it. Who wants to be stuck in the same spot and just accepting that? I mean, some people do just accept it, like this just is what it is and this is my life. And then there's the people that want more. So you have to sit down and ask yourself, like, what do you want? Do you want more, or are you accepting of your current circumstances? So let's dive into it. I want you to grab a pen and paper so you can write this down, because I want you to really dive into this and take these steps to elevate your life. I want you to really get into this. Step 1, determining your why. Everybody says, hey, I want to be rich. I want to get money. I want to have money. I want to be doing this. I want to get money. Why? Why do you want to get money? Because quite frankly, if your bills are paid, I'm sorry, that's just not enough for me. If your bills are paid, everything's paid. But you know, you want to live. You want to live. Nobody wants to live and you're just living to pay bills. Nobody wants to do that. Like, you want to have extra. Everybody wants to have extra, but you have to have a clear reason of why you want this extra. Do you want to be out flexing outside? You want to be in a club popping bottles? You want to be, you know, known as that guy or that girl, you know, oh, she get money, she got bread, or he got bread. Like, is that what you want? Like, you want to be popular for it? Or do you have a real clear reason? For example, my reason was my daughter at the time. And, you know, I have 2 kids now, but at the time it was my daughter. When I sat down and really took these steps, my daughter was at the front of my mind. I wanted to live a life of abundancy for my child. I wanted her to grow up different. I didn't want to keep being broke and, you know, keep going through the same cycle of, I can't buy this week, or we can't go here, or I can't do this. I'm now in a position where we could do anything. We could do anything we want to do. I can take her wherever she wants to go. I mean, but she doesn't really ask for much, but that's besides the point. But the point is, what is your why? Determine why you want to make this money. Is it for your family? You know, you want to take care of your family. You want to take care of your kids. Maybe you want to travel more. Maybe you don't like being broke. Maybe you want to save more for retirement. Maybe you want to make sure you're good for 20 to 30 years from now. Whatever your reason is, really sit down and think about your reason of why you want this money. Because quite frankly, if it's for, you know, for bad intentions and bad reasons, it's not gonna flow. But you ready to get down? Because you're not getting no more. I don't know why he's still doing all that. I'll always love you. Don't you take my sunshine away. Okay. So I really sat down and wrote down all the steps for you guys last night, because I don't want you to miss anything in this process. Okay, so step 1 is determining your why, your reason why you feel like you should live a life of abundancy, why you want to live a life of abundancy. You're going to determine your why. Now that you got your why, you are going to pretend that you are the person that you say you are. If you say that you are a millionaire and you got $1 million in the bank, you're going to start behaving that way. What would a millionaire do? What does a millionaire get up in the morning and do? What time are they waking up? What are they eating? What are they putting into their body? Are they working out? What are the type of places they're hanging out at? What type of people are they surrounding themselves with? You're not going to be still waking up, going outside, standing at the corner store. You're not going to wake up and drink a shot. You're not going to do things that millionaires don't do. You're not going to get up and the first thing you think about is rolling up. No, you are going to completely do a 360 with however you are living right now. You are going to completely change that. You have to think in your mind, what would a millionaire do? What is a millionaire spending their money on? How is a millionaire spending their money? Where's a millionaire living? How is a millionaire living? Am I going to work out today? Am I waking up at 5 a.m. to get stuff done? Am I being productive? You have to start living like the person you are trying to be. If you want to stay stuck in your same habits and your same routines, you're not trying to change. You have to do things to change yourself and change your mindset. After you start changing little things about yourself, you are elevating certain things about yourself. Like one thing I did yesterday, I got my nails done. And I'm like, because I'm still on a path of changing and elevating myself. I don't want to be the same person I was last year. I don't want to be the same person I was in my 20s. And I had to take a look back at myself. And I'm like, I was looking in my closet because I'm like trying to get dressed. And when I'm going somewhere, I'm like, man, I really don't have much clothes. And then it hit me that I haven't been shopping since before I was pregnant, which was 2020, 2021. 2020, I'll say. I have not really been shopping since 2020. And it's like 2023 now. I'm not even the same person I was in 2020. And I'm just like, man, I need new clothes. Like, this is not who I am anymore. Like, I need new clothes. I'm elevating. I'm changing myself. I want to look a certain way now. And quite bluntly, I want to look like money. Like, I don't want to be going out and having that same, regular attire on. Don't get me wrong, the Fashion Novas and the Sheens and all that, it's cool. It's cool. I like them clothes. But it's like when I go out, because now I'm at a place in my life, I just want to go to nice dinners, nice bars for like happy hour, not clubs, not that kind of thing. So it's like the type of people that I want to surround myself with in those places is not going to be having on the Fashion Novas and the Sheens. I just want to change some stuff about myself. You know what I mean? Like, again, I love me some Fashion Nova and some Sheens. Like, it's cute stuff. But like I said, when I'm going certain places and I'm trying to have a certain aesthetic, I want to have on a certain look. I think I'm changing. I'm still KD, but I'm changing, okay? It's called elevation. You have to elevate yourself. You have to change yourself. If you continue living the same way day in and day out, day in and day out, next thing you know, you look up, you 45, and you still living how you was living when you 20. Like, what did you change? What elevated? What changed about you? Like, I don't want to look back on myself and I see that I'm still living the same way that I lived when I was 20. Like, nothing changed. Like, I don't want that. You shouldn't want that either. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked, but it's just like, elevation is key here. Like, elevation change is key. So you're pretending you're the person you want to be. You're living like the person that you want to become. You defined your why. The next step is writing it down. You need to get this stuff out on paper. You need to, like, how people do vision boards and stuff like that? Like, you have to write down exactly what you want. Numbers, exact things. I want to be a millionaire in 6 months. I want to have $100,000 in the bank in 6 months. I want to make $30,000 every 2 weeks. Like, you have to write down exactly what you want to a T. And then you have to believe it. You have to write it down and you have to see it. You have to know you're going to achieve it. After you write this stuff down, you're going to put it somewhere where you can see it. You're going to put it on your phone screensaver. You're going to put it on your refrigerator. You're going to put it on your bathroom mirror. You're going to put it somewhere where you can read it every day, a couple times a day, you're going to keep going to this. Like, I want to make $30,000 every 2 weeks. I want to make $30,000 every 2 weeks. 6 o'clock, I want to make $30,000 every 2 weeks. I'm going to make $30,000 every 2 weeks. I make $30,000 every 2 weeks. Like, you are going to start saying this so much and reading it so much that now it's in your mind, it's in your subconscious. You're believing this. Like, I make $30,000 every 2 weeks. I make $30,000 every 2 weeks. You may still be making $30 every 2 weeks, but your mind and the way you moving and the way you living, you really believe in, like, wait, I make $30,000 every 2 weeks. That's when you start putting stuff into action. Nothing is going to work. Do not expect to just write this stuff down and then it's magically going to appear. No. The law of attraction is anything you start believing, you can achieve, you can get. But you have to put the work behind it. You have to put the work behind it. You cannot just sit up here and say, I'm going to make 30K every 2 weeks and it's just going to appear. I just open up my bank app and it's there. No, absolutely not. You have to take the steps to make this 30K. What are you going to do to make this 30K? That goes back to the millionaire mindset. What is a millionaire doing every day to make his million? Like, what is this person doing every day? They not sleeping in. They not sleeping late. They not waking up taking shots or smoking blunts. They not hanging out at the stores with people that's not doing nothing every day. Every day you should be working on yourself. Every single day you working on yourself. Every single day you doing something new to change your narrative. Now we have to think about our mindset and what's holding us back. That's when you have to go inside yourself, deep inside yourself, and think about what could be holding you back from creating your reality. This goes back to childhood. This goes back to your belief system, what people instilled in you as a child. Because I don't know about you, but I know me, I didn't grow up around a lot of people with a lot of money. And you just are surrounded by this. You just assume, like, okay, this is just, this is just reality. The people with a lot of money is on TV. Like, I ain't going to get there. None of my family is there. Why would I get there? You have to rework that. You have to go back and change those beliefs. It's crazy because now it's like, it's so many people like doing so many things and changing their lives and changing their kids' lives that, kids now should automatically have abundance mindsets because you see it everywhere. You see, if he can do it, I can do it. If she can do it, I can do it. If they can do that, you can do that. You, as a person, a grown person, has to go back and rework all that stuff, all that childhood trauma, all that stuff that could be holding you back. You have to let go of the limitations that you have in your mind and in your heart because that stuff will hold you back. If you are writing down you want to make 30K every 2 weeks, but deep down you believe in, like, I ain't really gonna make that. Like, I wrote this down, but I ain't looking at that's crazy. That's impossible. If you really thinking that, you're not gonna do it. Like, you really have to let go of everything holding you back. Every single thing. You have to let that stuff go. You have to let it out of your mind. You have to go rework those childhood things that people could have told you when you were younger. When teachers tell you, stuff like, you're not going to be able to do that. You can't. Just like when that woman told me, oh, you're not going to be able to open up a restaurant. You have to work at a fast food place first. You're not going to be able to do that. If I kept that in my mind, like, man, that woman told me I can't open a restaurant, I'm never going to do that. That's something that could hold me back. You know what I mean? That's something that could hold you back. If you have things limiting your viewpoints, limiting your beliefs, that stuff is sitting in your subconscious. You're going to start believing that. You're not going to achieve what you want. That goes to my next step of letting go of people. You got to let go of people not meant to be in your life. And these people will show up and show you they're not supposed to be in your life. They'll show you they're not meant to go to the next step with you. And we have a tendency of holding on to people. You have to let people go. You have to let people go. If they're not meant to be in your life, you're not going to get to where you want to go. These people will hold you back. God will literally be like, you're not getting your next. You're not getting your next blessing because you're not listening. You're not listening. You gotta let people go. You have to let go of people. People will sit there and really hold you, especially people that you've grown up with for a long time, or people that know you, known you for a long time. People do not believe that you could be the one to change your life. You could be the one to live a different lifestyle than them. You have to change your circle. You have to start hanging around people that are doing better than you. Once you start getting a new circle and getting around people that are doing things that you want to do, doing better than you, that you can learn from, those are the type of people you want to surround yourself with. I feel like once I let go of a lot of things and I changed my surroundings, things really started picking up for me when I left my hometown, left behind friends that wasn't really serving me, that wasn't really meant to be my friends. Like, you have to realize people aren't meant to be your friends. Some people that you grow up with aren't meant to be in your life forever. You have to recognize those red flags and let it go. I started changing my mindset. I wrote down exactly what it was I wanted. I still have my paper. Like, I'd be so shocked sometimes because I wrote down some new stuff, some new goals maybe a month or two ago. And I still have my same notebook. And when I looked at my old list, I'm like, wow, every single thing I wrote down happened. Every single thing happened. Like, I still can't believe it. I wanted a house. I got a house bill. I have a 6-bedroom house. I wanted to make a certain amount of money each month. I did that. I wanted to move out of state. I wanted to let go of some old people in my life. Like, everything that I wrote down, I did. And now it's like, it's time to manifest new goals and new things. Like, I feel like now I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to say I'm stagnant, but I want more is what I can say. I want more. I just want more. So it's more things that I want to achieve this year, next year. I want to keep achieving. So that should be also on your mind, to keep moving, keep achieving. Don't get too complacent. Don't settle when you get to where you want to go. You should always want more. You should always want something else. There's something else there. You want to keep working for something, right? You want to keep working for something. Once you get clear with yourself and you get clear with your intentions, everything will fall into place. Next and last final step is just be patient. You got to be patient. Things are going to happen when they're supposed to. Things are going to fall in place when they're supposed to. When I wrote down what I wanted, I didn't have a time frame. Did I write a time frame? No, I don't think I wrote a time frame. I just said this year I want to. This year. You could be more specific and say you want it in 6 months, you want it in 3 months, you want it next week. You could be more specific, but I just wrote this year. These are my goals for the year. This is what I want to do this year. So I didn't know like, oh, this is going to happen tomorrow. When is this going to happen? When is it? I didn't do that. I just wrote what I wanted, and then I started putting the work in, and then it just started happening. It just started happening. Like, stuff just started flowing to me. Like, when I say stuff just started flowing to me, it just started flowing to me. I wanted to buy my house, but I knew I wanted to buy a house. I didn't have a clear definition of how I wanted to buy my house, if I want to get my house built. I didn't know what I wanted. And then I happened to run into my realtor. It's crazy because that same day I was paying my rent and I'm like, man, I'm tired of just paying rent. I want to buy a house. Next thing you know, my realtor knocked on my door. He was next door, and I came outside and I'm like, did somebody just knock on my door? Because nobody knows where I live. Like, nobody comes and knocks on my door. So I'm like, he like, oh yeah, I just wanted to know, if anybody was in the market to buy a house. And I'm like, the heck? Like, I just literally said I want to buy a house. And when I tell you he's helped me so much, like, he's helped me also understand my finances a little bit more, the power of saving. And I'm not gonna lie, like, this was my first time like making a huge amounts of money, and I didn't know, if you don't come from money really, you don't know how to save money. You don't know how to spend money. So I was just splurging. I was buying stuff. What I'm saying is stuff will just flow to you. So just be patient. Like, just live every day like you're supposed to be living, like you want to live, and just let stuff flow to you. Just let it flow. It will come. And last but not least is give thanks and gratitude. You have to be humble. You have to be thankful and grateful for everything that you have, everything that you will achieve, everything that you have achieved so far. Be grateful and thankful for what you have right now. You could be in a worse situation. So always, always, always wake up in the morning and give gratitude. Like, that is the number one thing. That should have been first, is give gratitude, because you want to be thankful. You want to be open and ready to let more things flow into your life. So I hope you guys took something from this video. I hope you guys start implementing these steps, taking steps towards being a new and evolved, better person. So let me know in the comments when you start, how you start, what you plan to do, what your goals are, or you can keep that to yourself. You know I would want to keep what I want to manifest to myself, because you know, when you just start, you know, when you talk before you achieve, like you just want to just do things, and then when you achieve it, then you want to talk about it. I understand that part if you don't want to let me know your goals. But let me know in the comments how you're manifesting this year, what you plan on doing. I'm excited to talk to you guys. I will see you guys next time.